2020 would see a new era for the Toyota Racing Series with the introduction of the FT60, a car for the future of regional Formula racing.
Lawson round the outside of Fraga. Does he hold him? Yes! Here comes Colapinto on the inside. Cole trying to go round the outside, but it's going to be...
Liam Lawson was back from Europe, now a Red Bull Junior driver. Also from Red Bull stable, a young Japanese star. Yuki Tsunoda joined the field.
Tsunoda now defending in third.
The first round at Highlands was action-packed, with Lawson and Tsunoda sharing the victories.
Flag waves for Liam Lawson.
Taronga belonged to Caio Collet, but also saw little-known Brazilian Igor Fraga emerge into the championship contention. Lawson lost points at Hampton Downs with a crash.
Lawson! Oh no! Lawson and Colbecker come out. But it's Igor Fraga coming to the checkered flag to take the win.
Liam Lawson revived his title hopes by winning the New Zealand Motor Cup at Pukekohe. That set up a showdown at the final race of the season, the New Zealand Grand Prix.
Gets a storm on. Fraga's got the line. Caio will try to go round the outside, but
it was a classic, and in many ways it's one of the few fairy tales I think I've been part of, because it really was a fairy tale ending.
But Lawson knows that this lap is crucial, and he almost outbreaks himself. He goes wide and loses out, and he might lose first, second place. Believe it, and it's an emotional moment. They've come so far. Iceman Igor is the winner of the New Zealand Grand Prix and the new Castrol Toyota Racing Series champion.
To watch his father crying and praying on the side. But the other side of the fairy tale is yet another guy who came from sim racing to real racing. We had Jan Mardenborough a few years before that, and now Igor Fraga with Gran Turismo on the side of the car. And he beat current Formula One driver Liam Lawson. So an amazing feat. I don't think anybody in the house would belittle his victory, because he became so popular in the 5 weeks.
I'm just speechless after finishing the race. I was just like, cannot believe it. And it's still, I don't know. I have been find the support of many persons, which made me come until here. And I'm just so thankful to all of them.
COVID arrived hard on the heels of season 2020. International travel was out of the question. So an All-Kiwi series ran in 2021 with the New Zealand Grand Prix held for the first time at Hampton Downs. It was an all-star show with former New Zealand Grand Prix winners Dan Gaunt and Greg Murphy, joined by Bathurst winner and TRS graduate Shane van Gisbergen. The Grand Prix started sensationally when SVG accidentally triggered a fire extinguisher before the parade lap, resulting in a pit lane start for the number 97. Nato was on pole, but Gaunt got the better start and headed the field. While Gaunt was leading, his 2007 TRS teammate was scything through the field. And by 2/3 race distance, Shane van Gisbergen was hot on the heels of Gaunt.
Not too hard. Here comes Shane van Gisbergen up the inside into second place now.
Qualified second, led 2/3 of it, and then I guess Shane got a bit of payback and waved at me as he was coming past about lap 20 and ended up winning the Grand Prix from pit lane.
Van Gisbergen takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff.
The race was really fairy tale. Someone had to play the villain. It just ended up being me to run and hide. And then, Shane coming through, really cool to be part of. And I understand how challenging the FT60s are to drive for 100 kilometres and managed to get to about 65 kilometres, and then the wheels fell off.
Following Van Gisbergen's memorable New Zealand Grand Prix win, just 6 drivers continued to rounds 2 and 3, but one stood out. Matthew Payne. He took the championship title, winning 5 of the remaining 6 races.
As he takes the checkered flag yet again.
COVID again forced the cancellation of season 2022, but the 2023 TRS was back, now a Formula Regional Oceania Championship. Kiwi Callum Hedge got the season off to a flyer at Highlands Race 1, but it was the Castrol-sponsored James Penrose who won Race 2. American driver David Morales ran away with the feature race, as pre-season favourites Hedge and Charlie Wirtz both suffered issues.
Here's Wirtz getting it wrong.
Although at the second round the pair proved to be the class of the field. Wirtz winning the first race with Hedge hot on his tail.
As Alexander Wirtz, I'm sure, is watching.
Race 2 provided a classic Taronga showdown. Wet conditions and Hedge and Wirtz starting from 7th and 8th. Ryan Sheehan was in brilliant form to take the lead at the halfway point from Ryder Quinn. But Hedge was ruthless, carving his way through the field. His charge in the damp conditions was unstoppable, providing a masterclass to the other competitors in a race that could come to define the current era of the Castrol Toyota CTFROC. The New Zealand Grand Prix at Hampton Downs saw another great battle, with the field bolstered by Kiwis Caleb Natoa, Brendan Leach and Chris Vanderdrift, as well as a 17-year-old Dutch driver, Lauren Van Hopen. The race for this prestigious title was action-packed. Wirtz left to focus on defending his championship, while Hedge had to settle for a podium. The battle for the win came down to Louis Foster and Van Hopen. The Dutch driver took the lead with an audacious move.
Inside, gets the move done. Nicely done.
And held on to claim the 67th New Zealand Grand Prix.
That was immaculate.
Race number 294 at Taupo would be historic. Young American Chloe Chambers leading from the start to finish to become the first woman to win an FIA Formula Regional race.
For the perfect race from flag to flag, Chloe Chambers wins.
In the end, the championship battle came down to the final race, a nail-biter between Hedge and Wirtz.
Wirtz to the punch. Here comes Van Hopen, and he may also make a mark.
The Austrian would win the race and take the championship.
Checkered flag and wins.
But after another classic season, Hedge proved he has what it takes to become the next Kiwi superstar, forged by the Castrol Toyota Formula Regional Oceania Championship.
We're so used to seeing them coming through now with Marcus and Liam. You know, that New Zealand has the Bruce and Denny show from many years ago, and Chris Amon, and then Brendan Hartley and Mitch Evans and Nick Cassidy and so on. The series has helped produce so many, Shane Van Gisbergen. And so we forget sometimes, we take it nonchalant.
And it's going to be Callum Hedge winning.
The Autosport Top 50 was just announced for this year, which honestly it doesn't really change my life, but I just happened to read it this morning to see who was rated the highest, and incredibly, in the top 31 drivers rated in the world, there were 7 Kiwis, which is unreal, and most of them came through Toyota Racing Series. So it's amazing to think how many Kiwis are doing well, and I get asked often, what is it about New Zealand? But I'd say Toyota Racing Series is potentially a big part of why there's been so many Kiwis doing so well internationally in the last 5-10 years.